I conclude then that it is not altogether inconsistent to suppose that I had parents too. I shall not undertake to trace my pedigree like the Welsh, so he's making fun of them, some 1,000 years beyond the creation, but just observe that my father was the son of a substantial New England farmer, as we Yankees say, in the then colony but now state of Connecticut and the county of Windham. My father arrived at puberty, 12. He found his constitution too feeble to endure manual labor. He therefore directed his views to gaining a livelihood by some other means.
He was ill.
He accordingly fitted himself for and entered as a student at Yale College sometime between the years of 1750 and 1755. My mother was likewise a farmer's daughter. Her native place was in the county of New Haven, in the same state. She had a sister, married, and settled in the vicinity of the college, who often boarded the students when sick. My father, being once in that condition and being at board at his aunt's, my mother happened to be there on a visit. My father, seeing her, it seems, like a great many others, and like circumstance, took a fancy to her, followed up his courtship, and very possibly obtained her consent as well as her parents, married her a year and a half before his collegial studies were ended, which, if known at the time, would have been cause of his expulsion from college.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because they were engaged to be married, and he was what we call an undergraduate, a sophomore. But it seems it was never well known there, and he, of course, escaped a keel hauling.
Keel hauling? I know what that is.
What is a keel hauling?
That's when they take a sailor and put him on one side of a boat with a rope around him and go underneath the boat and pull him up on the other side. He keel hauls under the boat.
Oh.
It's a punishment.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Do you want me to continue, or shall we pause?
No, go.
After my father left college, he studied divinity, had a call, accepted it, and was settled in the county of Berkshire, now the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, as a gospel minister of the Congregational Order, in which county of Berkshire I, the redoubtable hero of this narrative, first made my appearance in this crooked, fretful world upon the 21st day of November in the year 1760.
Wait, we'd already had the Revolutionary War.
76 was Declaration of Independence, so after 76, I believe it was in the late 70s and early 80s.
All right.
But you know what? We're going to continue these readings, so we shall find out here about this private Yankee Doodle that we're reading about.
Who had a pedigree?
I've been told on which the day I was born was a Thanksgiving Day, which is my favorite holiday, by the way, and generally celebrated with good cheer. One might have thought it a little ominous being born on such a day, but I can assure the reader it was no omen of good to me, especially for the 7 or 8 years I was in the army, nor indeed ever since.